Collie Training Journal, Day 100, the unedited version of knife drills. So, what I had in mind for my 100th day of practicing Collie was some amazing conglomerate of all of my videos from day 1 to day 100. That didn't happen. And here's part of my thought process on that. Even though I've been practicing every single day since I left the intensive training camp with the Collie Center in South Dakota at the end of June this year, 2025, I really came down to 100 days is just another day. Yeah, it is worth celebrating, and I'm actually really, really proud of myself for sticking to this and practicing with dedication every single day. The reality of my practices is that I still have so much farther to go. Every single time I practice, I recognize there's an error somewhere in what I'm doing. So, not creating that conglomerate of all of these practices and my technique and how much it's improved really is more about that it is a daily effort. This isn't about me bragging about how amazing my skill level is. And as I mentioned yesterday in one of my videos, is that, yeah, I feel really, really confident in what I know about Collie, but I'm not without error. I'm not a perfect practice in Collie. I still require daily practice, daily effort in what I'm doing. And today's practice included a couple of new knife drills that I learned in this most recent Collie training that I went to. It is about the daily effort. It is about knowing that my practice is not perfect. It is about the constant growth that comes from and in developing and learning a new skill. That no matter how you practice a thing, there is always room for growth and improvement and building your skill. One of the things that I have learned to develop is pride and accomplishment and being able to speak to the skills that I have or that I've gained. What this has done for me has been able to allow me to speak to my strengths and be aware of my weaknesses. But furthermore, it has helped me to recognize that there is always a need to be humble. There is always a need to step back and recognize that no matter how good you are, there will still be weaknesses. Not that this is something to belittle yourself or to degrade yourself or to not be proud of the successes and the great things that you do or that you're good at. Those are all great things, and you should know what your strengths are. You should help others in the areas that you do have perfected or are stronger at. But my focus is becoming, am I too prideful? Do I recognize or blow up the strengths that I have to compensate for my weaknesses, to compensate for my inadequacies, to compensate for years and years of feeling not enough, years of feeling like I have had so many weaknesses that I've not been able to be successful, true or not. And in all of those things, I have gained strength. I have learned how to recognize who I am on a deeper level. It's easy to be prideful about the skills that you know. It's easy to make yourself more than you are, it's easy to be overly confident and then to not be able to see the growth that you have or need to make in your life. Today's practice was about slowing down, seeing what I know and what I don't know. And as I continue to practice and I continue to drill, I am reminded about how much I love the practice of Kali. I'm reminded about how valuable I am as a person and how much healing and growth I still have to make. Not in a belittling way, but in such a way that I can be open to feedback, especially when it's hard to take or hard to listen to. Thank you so much for continuing to support this channel and these videos. We'll see you tomorrow.